This morning, first thing, we had the December jobs report. A couple of numbers for you. First of all, 156,000 jobs were created in December. Okay, not very good, frankly. That's a rather weak performance. Of that 156,000 new jobs, 41,000 were part-time. Now, hundreds of you have written into us about the job situation under President Obama. I got a couple of some of your input to read for you. This is from Brenda. I used to work as a machinist and assembler in an aerospace factory in Nebraska until I got laid off in 2009. Now, the best position I can find is working in an insurance office with no benefits. I'm making 70% of what I used to make. Then we have Dom, who says this. I have an engineering bachelor's degree and a management master's degree. I have never been unemployed until Obama took office. Now I do physical labor alongside kids half my age. Kate says, I know several people who lost good-paying jobs under Obama and now have to work 2 part-time jobs that are way below their skill and education levels, just to keep food on the table. Juan Williams is with us. He joins us every Friday morning. He is the author of We the People. He's the co-host of a wonderful show called The Five. I'm sure you're aware of that. Juan, you know, we often have a fight, but I think we can agree on something this morning.
Okay.
All these part-time jobs, which are very much a characteristic of the Obama years in the economy, it's just not very good. It's just not good enough. Now, you and I can agree on this, can't we?
I don't think so.
Why not? You think part-time jobs are good?
If people want them, if you want a part-time job and you get a part-time job, that's ideal.
They don't want a part-time job.
I don't know. Now, clearly, your letter writers are discontented. Most people want a full. I know I want a full-time job. You have a full-time job. This is great. But my point to you is we have a different kind of economy here, an economy that's moving away from manufacturing, as Donald Trump has emphasized, moving towards more service sector jobs. A lot of those jobs are part-time jobs. People will take those jobs to fill in. And sometimes, you know what?
Astonished.
What are you astonished about?
You think that's
look at the rate.
It takes 2 or 3 jobs in any given household to be a middle American.
I agree,
that's what we've come to?
But sometimes people want, especially women, oftentimes want a part-time job. But let me just say this. This is a fact.
Juan Williams.
This is a fact. Look, you know what? I get in trouble all the time, but I'm going to tell you something. People who have child-rearing responsibilities oftentimes try to fit that extra dollar into their pocket.
And they go on welfare.
But let me finish this point.
The producer has just told me.
Yeah.
We literally received hundreds of messages about jobs.
Right.
Nobody wants a part-time job.
I think what you have is...
They're forced to take it.
Yeah, they're not forced to take it. You don't have to take a job. People want jobs.
There's nothing else there.
There's nothing else there. That's why we have a 4.7, I think now, % unemployment rate.
Yes, because millions of people have dropped out of the workforce.
You know, this is so interesting to me. You want to say somehow now the standard for measuring employment in our country has changed under President Obama. Thanks, Obama. It hasn't changed. It's the same standard.
I'm not saying that.
And remember that Mitt Romney and all his opponents said if we can get it down to 6, we think we've got something. Obama has it down to 4.7, and you sit here and complain.
I've got to jump in here.
Outrageous.
Tens of millions
I can't stay quiet anymore. I'm going to take over the show. One, it's a farce what you're talking about. First of all, the real unemployment is a measure of the U6 numbers closer. Yes. The approximation is 11 to 12%.
Right. That is ridiculous.
Let me finish.
All right, let's go back to Bush. Let's go back to Bush.
One at a time.
Go to the U6 under Bush.
Finish.
Okay. When you take the people that have left the workforce, when you take the amount of jobs and types of jobs being created that move the consumer economy, and maybe you should read the Consumer Expenditure Survey, which gives you a better indicator of what people are doing out there. People voted their wallets and their kitchen table.
And consumer confidence right now, consumer confidence is up, David.
Since November.
You present a distorted picture that fits with Barney. I'm glad you're on his show, but it's not a fair picture.
Wait a minute. Wait. I will not have this show develop into a shouting match between us all on the set. I will not have it.